Tamanyan. Architecture is a symphony of sounds. Alexandr Tamanyan is the founder of New Armenian architecture. His work opened a new way for the development of traditions of Armenian architecture and for the creation of new by initiating the Tamanyan School of Architecture. The statue of the author of main plan of Yerevan, Alexandr Tamanyan, has been placed in 1974. The stones on which the architecture lies upon symbolize the ancient architecture in the left and the new era of architecture in the right, and Tamanyan himself makes the bridge between those two eras. In the corner of monument of Alexandr Tamanyan, there is outlined the map of Yerevan, by which were engraved the following lines of poem by Armenian poet Yegosh Charan written about Tamanyan. Perhaps he has seen the city of sun. There are very few cities in world which were designed and built according to project of only one man, the capital of Armenia. Yerevan is one of those cities due to the architect Alexandr Tamanyan. Tamanyan's first architectural work in Armenia was the main plan of Yerevan for 150,000 inhabitants, which were confirmed at the time of Armenian Soviet Socialist Republic in 1924. Tamanyan circles the city. He marked its compositional center and echoes today's Republic Square, the main avenue, Circular Park, the northern avenue. In his constructions, the architectural forms are right and organic, conditioned by the qualities of the main building material stone. Tamanyan has drawn the mutual ties to arrangement of parties, junctions, and ensembles of cities according to its perceptions, requirements of city building, and according principles. The buildings which Tamanyan has constructed in Russia and Armenia, together with the common characteristics, has fundamental differences dedicated by problems of the new society, special conditions of Armenia, and its architectural traditions. Tamanyan has attached a special importance to the various stones of Armenia, which together with their qualities and other factors have dedicated the structural, architectural forms and ornament of buildings. In 1924, he started to develop the map of Big Yerevan for about 500 inhabitants. Tamanyan masterpieces, Republic of Armenia Government House, the building, Opera and Ballet Theater, stand out of the high compositional features. Alexandr Tamanyan was born in 1878 in Krasnodar. In 1904, he graduated the Petersburg Academy of Fine Art Division of Architects of College of High Arts with the rank of Artist Architect. In 1917, he was the president of Council of Petersburg Academy of Fine Arts with the right of vice president of Academy. For many years, he lived and created in Russia and designed the buildings. Many construction in different cities. His first work was the reconstruction of St. Catherine Armenian Church in Petersburg. He became famous in Russia by designing the Kolchubey House in Tsarskoye Selo, the house of the Sherbatov in Moscow, the wooden complex of Jubilee exhibition in Yaroslav, Moscow, Kazan railway hospital complex. Before returning to Armenia until the age of 14, he was known with the surname Tamanov, as he was inhabitant of Russia. In 1990, he came to Yerevan and was appointed the president of Committee of Preservation of Antiquity and Development of Main Architecture Department. Together with Hakokojian, he was created the national emblem in 1921. He left for Iran and opened the Studio of Fine Arts in Tabriz. In 1923, he returned to Armenia and was engaged intense and enthusiastic work. And many specialists are sure that the main secret of Yerevan, built by Tamanyan, is Tamanyan love towards his English immigrant wife Camilla. Tamanyan has decided and built a city which is a royal palace for his queen Camilla. She has suffered hardship when following him, but at the same time she has encouraging him. The city of Yerevan is forties, which he presents to his beautiful wife Camilla. He encouraging influence of woman is indelible from the image of Yerevan, like the kindly castle of Hiliki and Dani for the building of towns of Yerevan, of the revolutionary idea of city park, which that year formulated by Englishman Hort, and which for the first time carried out with such volume right in Yerevan. But the main meaning and secret of this miracle was the love of Alexandr and Camilla, which was perpetuated in stones and air of Yerevan. Otherwise, Yerevan would be built like hundreds of other towns with a neck stripped and root uprising, which seemed so logical during those years. In other case, there would be inexplicable those details and ornaments, those sculptures and decorations, those kisses and confessions which were cut with tenderness and patience, and are prepared in the streets and squares of Yerevan by means of tuff and basalt, and first of all in masterpiece in the building of opera house, more precise in the building of folk house. If they weren't those stone flowers and grapes, bowls of pomegranates and theatrical masks, lions and bulls, which were created with the hands of unknown stonemen, then the columns of halls of the building would become so unhuman and cruel, just like those time when they were built. The Camilla Edwards gave her beauty to the works of Alexandr Tamanyan. Camilla's tenderness and Tamanyan's loves are still stamps of the face of the city, with the woman roundness of the squares and parks, Aryan extensions of avenues and buildings, stamped attention and affection to every single detail. He has designed the general plan of Yerevan, Gyumri, Razdan, Barashan, and other communities. They were building designed the buildings of Yerevan hydroelectric station, the Anatomical Institute of Veterinary Physiotherapy, Polytechnic, National Library of Armenia, and the building of government in 1942. Posthumously, he received USSR State Prize for the latter. He has also designed the building of opera and ballet theater, for which he received the Big Golden Medal during the Paris World Exhibition in 1939. In 1926, he was awarded with the title of Armenian Folk Architect. He died in February 20, 1936. He is buried in Pantheon after Komitas. He was engaged in study of Armenian architecture and the preservation of monuments. A street of Yerevan and the house of architect of Armenia were named after him.